What the fuck? Until Dawn. 2 words that if you were a gamer in 2015 to 2017, absolutely haunted you. You couldn't watch a Let's Play, do nothing without seeing this game
Jesus fucking Christ.
everywhere. And rightfully so. It was a game that we hadn't really seen since Heavy Rain in 2010.
Sean! 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 Sean!
Ethan!
Sean!
If you never played Until Dawn, it's a horror game that's almost kind of like an interactive movie. Quick time events, almost kind of like the Telltale Batman games, which it had compelling stories, characters, it had motives, and actual, like, things going on between them that made you care about certain characters and hate other characters, and, you know, it really would depend on who would stay alive till the end. Like I said, it was like watching a movie that you actually got to be a part of, moving around the characters, looking for secrets, going through the cutscenes, quick time events. I mean, they really weren't that bad. I mean, to be honest, most quick time events are kind of stupid, but quick time events in games like God of War really don't make much sense when you're doing most of the action anyway. It's no lie that video game movies absolutely are wretched.
Meow?
I don't need to be another guy on YouTube to tell you that all of these fucking movies are horrible. I'm already the most original guy on YouTube. I think I'm the only one who talks about movies. But with a game like Until Dawn, you would think that it's so rich with story, it's so alive with this world that it's built on this mountain and all of this mystery that can't even begin to be unfolded in the game would translate into a great movie. But they fucked it up.
We have to make it Until Dawn.
Didn't we all drink the water?
So you'd think that Until Dawn would make for a great movie. I mean, the groundwork was already laid out for them right there. They have a whole game. It would have been awesome if someone who wrote the story of this game got involved and was able to actually tell the story of Until Dawn. I mean, like I said, there's so many different endings that can happen throughout the game. It would have been so cool to watch a movie where it's like, this is what's supposed to happen. This is who's supposed to live. This is who's supposed to die. This is what's supposed to happen at these certain moments. This is what we, the writers, would have chosen if we, you know, were to write this whole thing without this whole choose your own adventure style. This is what we would have put as the story. That would have been so fucking cool. But there's none of it. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Some fucking absolute who hates everything about film and media walked in to Sony Studios, PlayStation Studios, whatever the fuck studio this is, and he looked at them and he said,
I'm retarded.
it's so obvious that this was not supposed to be an Until Dawn movie. This was clearly supposed to be some sort of different movie with this video game-like mechanic. It was supposed to be something completely different, but they said the words Until Dawn.
We have to make it Until Dawn.
So now I guess it's the Until Dawn movie. So we open up on some bullshit. Who gives a fuck? I'm not going to go scene by scene like I Spoil Your Guts. I'm really just going to be talking about my main problems with the movie. But there are a couple key things that I want to point out first before we get to the main meat of the story. Just a couple funny things that they try to set up in the beginning. You know, I want to get a little bit of world building of myself going. So let's run through our characters. We've got Clover, Max, Abe, Megan, Nina, and this guy who was in the game. As you could see, he looks pretty different. Like, extraordinarily different, angrily different. It almost bothers me how similar the outfits are, but how fucking different the faces are. And it's not just the shitty resolution here on this TV, which is the best that I could get right now. In this, whatever dungeon this demon sent me to. What the fuck was that? How the fuck did I get here? Why was this already here set up for me? Anyway, try to connect it. It bothers me so much how different this guy looks, and it would have been so easy just to not give him a beard. This is fake. I don't know if he has this in real life, but this looks fake. It looks like they just glued it onto his face. But either way, he's back. And savor this man, because this will be one of only 3 connecting references in this whole entire movie.
We have to make it until dawn.
So either way, the beginning of this movie pisses me off. They get mad at some guy that almost hits them, even though they're doing some sort of weird seance circle in the middle of the parking lot of this fucking gas station.
In. Out. Slow down.
And then everyone proceeds to act like a psycho when they leave.
This is crazy.
The car is the safest place to be during the storm. Okay.
Don't say shit like that, Max.
It's true. Everyone knows it.
Max, don't say shit like that.
Can we just turn around?
I really don't understand what I did wrong.
Because you're gonna jinx us, okay? Somebody says something like that and then wham, Abe runs into something, then we're all fucking dead, okay? So don't say shit like that.
Abe, can we just turn around?
I'm not turning around again. I've turned around 2 times already.
Please turn around again.
We're just gonna keep turning around. We're never gonna get anywhere.
They show a big emphasis of this clock, which I don't fucking know why. I'm a really big fan of Until Dawn. I think that the mechanics of you have one chance to do that. I mean, the butterfly effect was the whole point of the game. Your choices matter.
Where every decision
The hell was that?
and every single action
I just saw someone at the cabin.
affects your fate
Very funny. Guys, come
and the
on.
fate of those around you.
The things you do and the people who die are what matter. And it doesn't matter if everybody lives or if nobody lives, because there is a 100% possible scenario that nobody makes it to the end. All of them die. So that's where my problem lies with this movie. This movie is like an ass backwards Groundhog's Day. It's explained by the therapist at one point that at least one person has to die, at least one person has to survive for the night to be over, and you just keep repeating and repeating and repeating until someone is alive. Which, if anybody looked at the source material or even the description of this game for more than 0.5 seconds, you would see that that is the exact antithesis of what is going on in the game. The whole game is about, can you save everyone? Can you make the right choices and save everybody without knowing what the ending is going to be? And also there were added layers to it. The coal miners, the sanatorium, the Josh thing where he's really been puppet mastering it this whole time and was going to throw up the footage on YouTube, which, by the way, would have been super cool if we could have got like a super cut edit of that, which, again, an amazing idea for a movie. Why couldn't the movie be what was going to be Josh's supercut of this whole experience? And then we could have saw that and have it unfold on camera right for us, right in the movie. It could have been like a My Suicide, but for Until Dawn. But either way, that's the big shtick, is that they just keep repeating this night over and over and over and over again until they get it right, until at least one person survives and one person dies. One thing that they boasted about in this movie, in the trailers and stuff, they were boasting that it's like, oh, every genre of horror movie in one movie, and this is for true fans, true horror fans. This is meant for real Until Dawn fans.
But I'm getting the fuck out of this hellhole.
Which is not really the case. It's a shitty slasher interpretation. There's no fun kills. It's a shitty paranormal movie because the paranormal parts are just kind of in your face and there's nothing even really to it. The movie rules are beyond weird. There's a part where they try to stick it out in the bathroom because they think that it's just a slasher thing, like a guy that's coming to kill them. And then they start to drink the water and then they just start to explode. Abe drinks the water first, and then the friends start to drink the water, but they all drink it at the same time. Yet these two explode.
We all drink the water.
But yet Megan just kind of if you're wanting to establish that water makes you explode, either make it instant or make it all within the same time frame and make it make sense. Make it 30 seconds after you drink it. Everybody should have exploded at the same time because they all drank it at the same time. Everything that happens in this movie just sucks. Even the one cool monster that they did steal, the Wendigo, they fuck up how you become it. This guy makes it seem like it's like, oh, it's some depressive thing that you become and it eats away at you and you farm this thing and da da da. In the game, it was when you became a cannibal, you became a monster. It was a spiritual thing that once you crossed over to the side of becoming a cannibal, it was a spirit that took over your body and it turned you into that thing. Even though it was spirits and everything, it was paranormal. It was something that couldn't be explained. They tried to explain this thing like it was fucking science. What the fuck? Not to mention, did they fuck up how they make them? They also fuck up the way that they look and also the way that they move. They don't move like how they do in the game. In the game, they were fun, they were scary, they were like spiders. There was something to them. It all culminates with an epic show-off between Clover and the therapist guy, and what he says really puzzles me. He says that this is an ongoing thing that's been going on for years, and that's when we get our second piece of reference, a one singular piece of paper that says Joshua Washington on it. Also, I didn't mention it before, but the killer's mask is the same mask that Josh uses, you know, the game when he becomes the killer. That's it. 3 references we get to the entire game.
We have to make it until dawn.
I mean, all of these people were actors. They could have made cameos, had some sort of function in this movie besides nothing. I mean, literally, they gave no contribution to this movie, and I don't think that that was by choice. I think that it was deliberate. I think that they wanted it to be its own thing, because the way that he explains this phenomena, it's like this same thing with the Wendigos and the people dying is happening at all different vacation spots, I guess. It's so shittily explained. It's like these certain big rich houses are haunted, I guess. I don't know. It's such a shitty explanation and it's so hard to follow. It's like, why is any of this even happening in the first place? And then it's supposed to make you believe that the Until Dawn house with the original kids is a part of this whole string of things. But he also says that Clover is the engine and the motor that's powering it all together. He says that she is the one that's powering all of this.
So are you telling me that this was all in my head? Is none of this real?
Of course it's real. But you are the engine that makes it run. Just like Melanie and all the others made it run.
So I don't understand why when she leaves, it's supposed to be like it's still going. How many mine shafts are there underneath fucking vacation homes that are filled with paranormal ancient Indian spirits? I don't think very many. Either way, this movie is another fucking schlock fest trying to throw at you by big corporate media companies that think that they know what people want to watch and what people want to see. Shitty edited, shitty cinematography, fucking piles of shit. The only thing that I did like about this movie was the 30-second clip where they showed different iPhone footage through nights that they don't remember, and they're all like 0.5 seconds of different certain scary vignettes that happened or supposedly happened to them throughout the night, which again is a very cool idea, and the things shown on screen actually you're supposed to be watching it, like it's supposed to be coming out of a horror movie. All in all, I give this movie a 1 out of 10. I don't ever rate my movies, and I don't ever want to do that. This movie is just bad. I like to talk about things that I like, and I like bad movies. As passionate as I am about Until Dawn, I'm just as passionate about how much this fucking movie sucks. I don't think that it should have a residency on Netflix. I don't think that it should have even been made. I think that it's a fucking horrible starter for PlayStation Studios, and I think that it's an embarrassment on Sony Studios for having this be a part of their discography now, their filmography, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This being a part of anything that has to do with film culture is an absolute nightmare, and I think that we should seriously think about the movies that are coming out. This, Marty Supreme, all the fucking movies that are coming out now, we need a serious overhaul of what the fuck we're doing. There are some diamonds in the rough, and we can't deny that. But we can't just make anything that comes across our desk, especially if we're going to slap a tremendously great IP on it and fucking ruin it. I don't understand what the point of that was. They could have made an actual good movie with interesting cinematography and interesting editing and cool things happening, and it didn't have to be a generic bore schlock fest based off corny things and predictable things that I knew was going to happen immediately when I turned on the movie. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work for this kind of genre. It doesn't work for if you're trying to make something good. It just doesn't work at all. That's all I got to say about this. But new videos coming soon. Podcast coming back. bear with me. I've got some shit in the works. I hope you like it. Bye-bye! With bed sheets on the wall. It's almost like they already knew that they were going to have some sort of orgy in there, so they prepped for cleanup. It's so weird. Speaking of which, the nurse gets murdered while she's giving the dude head, which he doesn't feel. I don't know how. Isn't it like when like you die, you like shit yourself, and then if like you're doing something with your mouth, it just kind of goes like chomp, chomp.